Hi, welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Just doing a quick update on the Panasonic Lumix G85 or G80, and just want to cover a couple of things. The in-body image stabilisation since I've done the firmware update is fantastic. It stopped the issue with basically when you was panning, the camera didn't know what was you and what it was trying to stop, so it was like it would stop and overtake you, and it was basically unusable in its sort of natural state. So I was never worried about this, because what I found was the image stabilisation for stills was just so rock solid, it was ridiculous. And I thought, well, basically all they've done is they've tweaked it too much and, you know, turned up the gain too much, or whatever it is. So the firmware update has solved that, and now you can do nice panning shots with the image stabilisation on, and it works an absolute treat. I've done some testing on this, and it's just as you would expect it to be, really nice and stable, no problems at all in my opinion. Lots of people are asking about the continuous autofocus, and I've done a few tests on this, and it's much better than anything that's gone before. It's not on par with something like a Canon 80D or 70D. You know, it's not got that dual pixel focus or dual focus, whatever it is, that works so well. It hasn't got that, and it isn't as good as that, but it is still very good. Would I use the continuous autofocus on a shot like this? Not unless I was moving around, because what will happen is on a very static subject like this, every now and again it will hunt back and forth for focus now and again. And especially if you've got it on the eye select, when it switches from eye to eye, you know, you can notice it. It's not bad by any means, and sometimes it locks on and it seems to stay locked on for ages, but every now and again it will sort of second guess itself and try and refocus. But on like a talking head like this, or if you was walking along with someone and they were moving away and coming back into shot, the focus works very well. And when it locks on to focus, it does it in a nice smooth fashion. It sort of goes bomp like that, rather than back and comes back. It sort of goes lock, nice. So it's very usable now, the continuous autofocus, and in stills again it's great, so that's good. Now I'm still waiting for the battery grip, haven't got that yet. Panasonic have written to me and said, we're sorry, we've run out. Basically they didn't expect to sell so many, so I have got a free battery grip on the way, and I will do a review on that when I get it, but I'm guessing now that's not going to be until the new year. The other thing, the only one thing that I've ever said about this camera that I really missed was the dual card slots, because without that I'd find this very difficult to use in a professional environment for paid work, because you haven't got the redundancy in the cards. Now last week I was actually asked to do a little job, nothing special. The main points were it was time sensitive, it was going to be about 10 photos, and they wanted them virtually instantly. So it was going to be shooting in JPEGs and just basically hand over the pictures straight away. But I only had one chance to get the shots. So if I'd taken the pictures, popped the card out, something happened to the card, I'm done. I've lost it, and it's very embarrassing. You've then got to say, I'm really sorry, I lost all my photos. But there is a way around it with the G85, and basically all it is, it's like tethering it to your phone. That's all it is, simple. Just tether it to your phone or an iPad or some sort of device, using the Panasonic Image app. And I didn't actually know there was a setting in this specifically for that, but there is in the Wi-Fi. Now, and basically what it does is, as you shoot, it pings the picture instantly across to your phone. Now, if you're doing full JPEGs, you can only do JPEGs at the moment, you can't do RAW, but if you're doing full-size JPEGs, the transfer time is not a long time, but obviously if you take 5 shots, it's going to put one, then the second one, so it's going to take a little bit of time to sort of get them across. So it wouldn't be great if you were shooting hundreds and hundreds of shots really, unless you were set up specifically for that with a completely clean device with nothing in the memory sort of thing, then yes, you could potentially do it. There's an option to choose original size, so full-size JPEGs. I think it's like an 8 megapixel JPEG and then maybe a 4 megapixel JPEG. So perfectly usable images you're going to get from this. Even the 8 megapixel ones, like the job that I did, they would have been fine with those. But I just chose to use the highest possible setting, which was original JPEGs, because I know with an original JPEG, even on my phone, if I want to tweak it in Snapseed, I can do that. So I'm just going to quickly go through. If you're interested, you can sort of stay. If not, chip off now, but I'm just going to quickly show you how to quickly set it up on the camera. And I've just got here this is just an old iPod. I'm just going to set it up with this, as long as it's the device that's got Wi-Fi and you've got the Panasonic app on here. I'm not sure how this is going to work because I haven't got the latest generation of the Panasonic app on here, but I'm just going to go with it and see how it works. So we'll just get the camera set up, and I'll show you, zoom in on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this in focus here on the screen and show you. So this is not going to be easy, but we'll give it a go. So one thing you want to make sure is that your phone's not going to go to sleep and your camera's not going to go to sleep as well. So things like economy mode, you need to go into there and turn off like your sleep modes and things like that. And this will again demonstrate, as I've banged on many a times before, how nice the touchscreen is to use on something like this. I think I'm still in focus. Okay, so once you've done that, then what I have in my camera, there is quite often a hard button set to do the Wi-Fi, but I don't like a hard button because if you turn your Wi-Fi on as you put your camera in your bag, things like that, it will drain the battery. So I have what's called a soft key, and that's function 6 here, look, and that's the Wi-Fi symbol. So you just click on that and it will turn the Wi-Fi on. Now down the bottom here it says select Wi-Fi function. So if you just hit that and click new connection, and there's an option down here, send images while recording. So you click on send images while recording, and then there's an option of a smartphone, a PC, a cloud sync service. So you could technically, if you've got the service, you can, and you're connected, you can go straight to the cloud. And there's web service there and AV device. So you've got lots of options there. So I'm just going to click smartphone for now and OK that. And then you can connect direct or via network. So we're going to connect direct, and it's going to be Wi-Fi direct, but we'll do manual connection. And we're going to go get the phone. I'm just going to go to my phone or the device, go into settings, go on to Wi-Fi, and obviously on here it will come up with, sorry, I know you can't see that, it basically comes up with G80, or it will say G85 depending on where you are. So you just click to connect to that. I'm now connected to that on Wi-Fi. I'm now going to open up the Panasonic image app, and then it says establish a Wi-Fi connection with this smartphone, so we're just going to click yes. So once you've done this the first time, it's quicker, because if you see there, it's recognised it's an iPod Touch. So if you just want to do update, just click on that. Sorry, iPod Touch. Just click on iPad Touch, and here you'll see that in the settings I've got it set to size medium, file format JPEG, and delete location data is set to off. So if you want to change those settings, you just click settings set, and we can change the size from that to original. You can't do anything other than JPEG. So I'm just going to go back, set, and we're done. So now I'm just going to go back to where I was, hoping that you saw most of that. Obviously I will edit it, and I know it might be a bit out of focus, but it gives you the idea. It's dead simple, you just follow the on-screen instructions. So basically now I've got my device here, and I'm just going to take a couple of photos, and hopefully you can see this. Right, so I've just taken on very quick succession 3 photos there, and you will see something come up on the screen. It will say receiving images from the camera or something along those lines. I'll register in received pictures, and there you go, the 3 pictures that I've just taken are already there. Now the key is to keep the connection. So you need a device that's not going to receive another Wi-Fi signal, or I'm not sure if a phone call would interrupt it or not. I'm not entirely sure, so I would suggest you need like an iPad or a phone that you're not going to be using for anything else other than this. Things like this iPod Touch is perfect because I can just use this. But a phone is better because if you want to send the pictures by email and things like that, it's better on a phone. So if you've got an old phone or something like that, ideal. But all I did on my phone on the day was I just put on the airplane mode while I was doing it, and you turn the app on. You can turn the phone off and put it in your pocket, but leave the app running. Don't sort of come out of the app. So you just leave the app running. All I did was put the phone in the pocket. I took the photos. See, these photos are all coming up. So we'll do a quick photo like that. And if you use medium JPEGs, they come up quicker. I found it worked a little bit faster than this did on my phone, because obviously my phone's a bit more up to date and it's got a quicker processor, so it will handle the pictures quicker. But as you can see there, it is working fine. It doesn't take too long for the pictures to come up. If we just take a picture here, so that's another sort of series of pictures, and some more, and some more, and some more, and they'll gradually just fill up on there, and it works great in my opinion. So what you've got is you've got your original on your card still, and then you've got a full-size JPEG pinged across to your phone instantly, which you can share, you can edit, you can email to someone, you can do whatever with. And also you've got a backup if you're doing a shoot, or if you're even just doing a friend's wedding or something like that, and you're thinking, I really don't want to lose these photos. Even if you just put an iPad, set it up on an iPad, turn the iPad off with the image app open, stick it in your camera bag, as long as you've got your bag with you all day, and it will just, all day long, it will just shoot across. You can always check to make sure that you're still connected, because you've got your little Wi-Fi, and perhaps bring your device out every now and again. But as you can see here, it works absolutely fine. So that's just a little quick tip for getting around the issue with the fact that these don't have dual card slots. But I think it's quite a good thing. And so there you go, that's my quick update on the Panasonic Lumix G80. Oh, just one other thing, I have just had a canvas printed. I'll just quickly show you that. Just show you this, because people often talk about the image quality of Micro Four Thirds and smaller sensors and all this, and I've always banged on about how I'm happy with the image quality, and people that do photos for and look at my photos, they're always perfectly happy with the image quality. This was a picture taken, she was just sitting on the sofa. This was just a daytime shot, so there's lots of background stuff, but I shot this in manual mode, and basically the sun was just sitting, beaming on her face, coming in through a window, beaming right on her face. I exposed to the face, obviously that made the background all just disappear and go black, and I'm just well pleased with the shot. It's absolutely pin sharp on the eye. You can almost make out what the reflection is, the shape of the window, the reflection on the eye, the catchlight in the eye is. The detail, this is a canvas, so the detail's not as fine as the actual original image. You wouldn't expect that on a canvas, but this picture is, we've actually printed this onto a little cube as well. And it's just absolutely fantastic. I was talking to someone the other day, and I said that that this is the first camera since my Nikon D610, the full frame Nikon. This is the first camera that I've taken a picture. I'm perfectly happy with the results. I've set it up in camera how I want the final result to look. So a little bit more contrast, a little bit sharpening, nothing major. But this is the first camera that I just literally shoot the JPEG and then use this. This was the image that I took. There was no editing. I just basically pinged it straight across to my girlfriend's phone. She goes online, she orders the pictures, and then they come in the post. And it's as simple as that. And this is 12. Was that 12 inches? I don't know. It's it's a fair size picture, and it's absolutely, I think it's lovely, and there's no issues with image quality whatsoever. So there you go. I just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, this is GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Extremely happy with my Panasonic Lumix G85, and this one, unfortunately for my channel, is an absolute keeper because I've got no intention of changing it for anything else. The only camera I'm likely to change at any point is I'm recording on the G7, and I'm going to change that to another G85 because I'm just so happy with it. So there you go, it's GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.